Like, after watching this, I don't know, I think Zerg players either need to have to learn how to specifically counter Ravens, or Blizzard just has to nerf them, because it's insane to me how good these things are. Now, given he could have made some different battle choices, which would have worked out better. So he is completely overrunning my main base, and it's going to go down. But at the same time, let's have some auto turrets by his hive. I really wanted to take out the hive, but he's going to clean this up eventually. I'm going to down have a lot more missile turrets in his main base as well. I'm going to be able to get his tech building, shut down these Evo chambers from upgrading more. Even getting some creep colonies down. But there goes my main base. I'm able to fly out these 3 starports. And this is why I like to hide my factory, because often it turns into the lose my whole fucking base strategy. So as long as I can keep my factory alive, I can always plant down new starports like so. And of course, since I'm mineral rich, can never have enough command centers. Now this is a huge mistake. I wasn't actually microing this at all. Had I just sent these guys on auto repair, these 3 missile turrets would have been more than enough to hold. But once these 3 missile turrets are down, that's the end of my base. You can see I did take out his high yield. He had 2 hatcheries here. And taking out his 4th as well. He did clean up his natural, so the hive lived, and he still has his 5th just about to start getting saturated. And it looks like my fortress does get a few free kills there that it wouldn't have if he just left his mutas. So I guess able to kill a few Zerglings, better than nothing. And I think these starports are done for, so I just split them up and hope one of them might live. That might be a little overkill with the infested Terrans there, but I think part of the problem is Jake Bake might have gotten cocky that he'd already won this game. So he decided to pull back. That would have been one interesting confrontation, actually. Because I am dry on energy. These are the maximum amount of auto turrets I can have right now. None of these guys have high energy counts. But if we go to Jake's view, you can see he hasn't scouted the bottom left-hand corner at all. I think he picked up 1 Raven there. I still got 9. That's a decent amount. Just, they're all very low in energy at the moment. And now coming back here to finish off this hive. Same time, he did send some Zerglings into this expansion, so he has found out that I exist here. And he's sending out his army. Same time, he's taking a new base over here. At my old 3rd. Picking off that Raven that came out. Yeah, having like all this in front is definitely trouble for him. I don't know if Infested Terrans is going to do a whole lot. They're pretty good fodder actually for the splash damage of the fortress. Following up with Ravens from behind. And some Infestors, you just kind of A-moved in deep, I guess. Fungal Growth might have been a better choice. You can kill up all these SCVs. Fungal would probably stop them from repairing too. I'm not sure if they would repair if they're fungaled. Interesting. Ferried in these Ultralisks, but yeah, that one's going down. Ultralisk singular, I should say. Same time though, I cleared out his new base over here. And with the Ravens, I'm going to be able to spot these drones. I take those out as well. And I think he just saw my this base here, yeah, so now he knows he's in trouble. I'm actually a little bit lucky in that I forgot to set up air turrets here, but he just kind of forgot that, or he just assumed I had air turrets or something, and he just never bothered sending his mutas overhead. Catching some roaches out in the middle. Ooh, even catch some mutas flying overhead. And finally finding this base. Not sure how long it's been there for, but it's mine now. So this is his second last building, with his last building just being a hatchery out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and who Jake Bake's surprise, he did have to GG there. Afterwards, he said when he was just blowing through my main base, he was just kind of relaxing, waiting for me to GG. So he may have taken this a little less seriously than he should have, but yeah, like I said, I did play him straight up with my bio ball, and he cleaned my clock quite easily, so he's a pretty good player. Very economically focused Zerg player, which does not match up well versus my fast expand build order. Doesn't match up well for me, I should say, versus the fast expand build order, because you can't really keep up with Zerg's economy. But yeah, I think this has got to be like one of the biggest tests for my Raven build. And yeah, like I guess he could have been more defensive and instead of base trading, maybe could have just kind of sat back and tried to defend his base from all these auto turrets. But you know, if he did that, I would have maybe gotten up expansions all over the place, and maybe ran away with like an. You know, once I hit that critical mass of Ravens, I would have ran away with it. But yeah, I mean, outside of being able to get to Ultralisks, which will mash up both my bases and my auto turrets, I don't really see a whole lot Zerg can do versus this build order. This Ravens that just I thought of on a whim is actually turning out to be a way better build order, or way better strategy than just the standard bio ball. Especially against a player like this, when I was facing him well, like he'd be dropping Balings out of the overlords while fungal growthing my entire army, then having lings and roaches as well. It was so deadly, his force. Yeah, but with that, let's just go back to the 16-minute mark here. And let's recall, 100 supply difference. More than made up from Ravens. And remember, I lost more than half my original Ravens too. I went from 9 down to 4 and had to spend 200 energy. So this is like worst case scenario for me, and I still end up getting the win. Imagine like once I like actually get this build order, once I start doing this build order well, and once things start going my way, how devastating it could be. So yeah, honestly, I think if this build ever catches on, I would expect Blizzard to nerf it. It just seems that powerful. Or maybe just once Zerg gets aware of it, they'll be able to counter it better. Either get the right unit combination or abuse my weakness early on, or something like along those lines. Yeah, watch him drop Balings out. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, with that I'm going to call out the end of this video. Thanks everyone, and goodbye.